Hi guys, welcome back to the UK and Ireland tour. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we will have our SPFL Cup final against Inverness and the chance to win our fourth, yes, fourth title of the season. The reason it's the fourth, I messed up a little bit, I must admit. We have now won the league. It has been confirmed. We beat Linfield in the league game, and then we beat Coleraine, and Linfield drew 0-0 with Portadown. I expected them to win, which is why I didn't come back during the game to see the trophy lift itself. But as you can see, we have won the league and we have qualified for the Champions League qualifiers as well. In terms of initial budgets for next season, the wage budget is the same, but we've received a transfer budget of £185,000. It's a massive transfer budget in terms of the Northern Irish football. Whether Linfield get more than that or not, I don't know. Obviously, they've had a good run in Europe, so they will have quite a sizable bank balance themselves. In terms of a financial perspective, we're looking very, very good. 250 odd £1,000 in the black, and we're looking pretty strong. Um, we will probably convert all of that into wage budget for next season. Um, the wage budget is probably staying the same because we didn't max it out this season. We're still got about 3,000 remaining. And let's be honest, we don't really need to do a lot of strengthening. The only positions we will need to strengthen is on the wings, because not only have Ward and Osman left, O'Toole has left as well. He's also agreed to move to Coventry City. So that's the only areas of the squad that we'll need to really strengthen. And obviously, with Luca Fletcher going to be leaving the club at the end of his loan spell, probably, we may need to strengthen there as well. So we've officially won the league. We've won 2 cup competitions so far. It's the SPFL final to come very, very shortly. And hopefully, trophy number 4 of the season is close. We only won 1-0 against Coleraine. And I'm really, really annoyed about one thing. We have dropped points in a league game. We drew 1-1 with HW Welders. We dominated and we just couldn't find the back of the net until the 88th minute when Thomas Muller scored and we took the lead. A Luke Messam own goal in the 93rd minute gave them the equaliser. We've had a couple of games where we've not been quite as convincing, and Fletcher has really been struggling in front of goal recently. He's only scored 2 goals in his last, what's that, 9 games. So he's really slowed down. Kyle Hudlin has come back into the side as well, and he started scoring. Ogwaru is injured for the next few weeks as well, so he will miss this cup final, which is a big shame for him. The league split is obviously there as well. We're in the Northern Irish FA Cup semi-final. We'll play Coleraine in that one, and we are still on for a quintuple. We need a result against Inverness and then Coleraine as well, of course. And we will then have the Clearwater Cup final coming up in tomorrow's episode. I would normally show you the semi-final, but I don't think it's necessary. Famous last words, I know, considering we've all just beaten them literally only by a goal to nil, but I'm still reasonably confident. We're still on for an invincible season. Obviously, we've had the league split now. Tough games to come, but it starts today with this SPFL Cup final. So bear with me, and we'll come back for that in a moment. Okay then, guys, here we go. It's time for the SPFL final against Inverness. We are the first Northern Irish team ever to reach the final of this competition. There will be a hint of rotation to the side because it's not been too long, obviously, since we played the last game. We'll try and put out as strong a team as possible, but we have got to be very aware of everything going forward. I do want to play Elliot Walker, but we promised Manchester City that we play Luca Fletcher as an advanced forward. I suppose it doesn't really matter at this stage because he can't get recalled now. And we'll see how he gets on, I suppose. We have got Kyle Hudlin on the bench, and to be honest, I really want to play Hudlin more than Walker, which again, it's a bit harsh on Walker because the likelihood of him coming off the bench with the fact that we've got Muller there is unlikely. Muller very quickly becoming a favourite. I have asked him to postpone his retirement as well, incidentally, and he said he'd let us know in a couple of weeks in game, and we're not too far from that amount of time to get a full answer from him. I mean, if he postponed his retirement and we could get him for a full season next year, I would love it. We're full favourites for this game. Obviously, we beat Wraith Rovers, who were league leaders at that point. Inverness down in 9th place in Scottish Championship. So I feel we've got every opportunity here to get our quadruple registered. And we just need to get out there and score some goals. Luca Fletcher is struggling for goals recently, like I said before, but he has managed to pick up one or two recently. Here is Mackenzie, plays it into Samuels, and Inverness are ahead here. It's their third final, incidentally. They are previous winners of the competition. We find ourselves behind. It's a very unusual feeling from our point of view. It's not something that we're used to, that is for sure. Neverson picks it up and lays it inside to Cian Breckin. And now Kyle Hudlin has support ahead of him if he can find it. Instead, he goes in the penalty area and fires it over the crossbar. Almost an immediate reply. And again, I'm fully confident that we've got goals in us, but we do need to keep it tight at the back. And Samuels could be in again here, and he struck it. And if Inye makes the save, I'm not too sure why he's been picked in goal today. Keely's always been our goalkeeper for the big games. Samuels with the delivery. Hudlin manages to head clear. Poku couldn't get there. And Ifeanyi makes the claim this time. And we're certainly not having it all our own way here, like we did in the semi-final against Wraith. And I think if we get an equaliser, it's a poor pass from Rawdon. And luckily Taylor manages to win possession back and finds Ryan. And now Osman into Luca Fletcher. He needs a bit of support, really. And he lays it back into Taylor. Over the top, looking for Osman. He's come down for Luca Fletcher again. Can he get it in? And he's poor effort from his standard. And Graham easily making that save. And he launches it forward. Like I say, no Northern Irish team has ever won the competition. This would be a first. And here's Poku, plays it forward into Hudlin. He has support in the penalty area if he can find it. Daj with a great tackle. And Hudlin fires it across, and Luca Fletcher misses the target. And this is what he's been like recently. He didn't miss hardly anything throughout most of the campaign. But he's really struggling in front of goal at the moment, and I have no idea why. And Donnelly now into Gilmore, lays it across to Mackenzie, and again they're finding plenty of space, and it is a concern, and he's whipped it in, and Ifeanyi should claim that, and he does really well to do so, and he throws it out to Kwemwe Poku, who comes down this right-hand side now. He has got support, but he loses out to Campbell, and again, certainly not good enough so far from us, and I think, to be fair, we're going to demand more, because it's been a very lacklustre final from our point of view so far, and with the way that we've played throughout the campaign, we should be doing more. Rawdon should win that header and does. Poku picks it up and lays it back to him. Chance for us to build from the back. Cian Breckin into Taylor. And now Fletcher into Osman. Can he beat his man? Yes, he can. Can he get it into the penalty area? Yes, he can. And Fletcher is there. And it's his 40th goal in all competitions this season. I know he's struggled in recent weeks for goals, but to have scored 40 goals in a campaign is remarkable. I would love to sign him permanently, by the way, but there is no way he would accept a contract offer from Moors, I don't think. Especially considering, I mean, his contract at Manchester City is still expiring. He has got a 1-year extension. I doubt Manchester City would extend it, though. Luca Fletcher, again coming forward, this time down the left-hand side. Plays it into Taylor, and there's Cian Breckin. Poku back to Breckin, and it fires off the defender. And Gilmore clears to Samuels, and there's a counter-attack on here. And Robertson is charging down this left-hand side. We're trying desperately to get back. He gets the cross in for Samuels, and it's a great header clear. And now Osman picks it up. Can we now go forward on the counter-attack? They've left men forward, and they're not getting back quickly either. And Taylor now into Fletcher. Great chance, and a great goal. Great counter-attack, straight through the middle of the pitch. Taylor ended up with loads of space. Their defence was left completely open. I mean, look at how far forward their midfield stayed. They didn't really try to get back either. And Taylor just laid it into Luca Fletcher. And it is 2-1. We have turned it around here in this first half. Us demanding more is clearly rung true with the players now, and we are properly off and running in this SPFL final. The quadruple is on, the quintuple is on. Obviously, we've got the semi-final against Coleraine to come, and we'll see what happens from there. We could have a cup final in tomorrow's episode. We could have a new team in tomorrow's episode if we don't make that final, of course. But that is a very good first half in the end. We take a 2-1 advantage into the second half. Luca Fletcher with a brace, and we will try and continue this in the second half. From a defensive point of view, Rawdon's had a poor game, as has Neverson, and Poku's not done very well either. We've given him a big chance today, and he's not really sorting himself out. It's a good delivery in there, though, from the corner. Hudlin's header goes over. And we're just about to get to the hour marker. I am looking at one or two players struggling for fitness, but I'm also thinking of Thomas Muller, of course, because I do like to keep playing him. And the more he plays, the more likely he might reconsider his retirement. We can extend his contracts, which would be lovely. Taylor into Luca Fletcher. And now Osman coming down this left-hand side. Swings it in. Hudlin is there. Hudlin's header off the underside of the bar. It's 3-1. And that could be job done. It's a lovely header, a 34th goal of the season for the big man. And we are now going to look at making some changes, I think. Norton Cuffy's struggling. We only get 3 subs today as well. So Luke Grant can come on. And we'll bring Thomas Muller on in midfield, I think, for a change. And Osman's also on a yellow card, so we'll probably take him off as well. And we will bring on... we'll bring on O'Toole and see how he gets on the left. And while I'm doing all this, I thought we'd stopped it in a replay. We haven't, and the game has just continued. Harper just holding on to possession, looking for Robertson. Norton Cuffy intercepts and lays it back to Rawdon. And now Breckin into Poku. And now Hudlin. I don't know if this is an opportunity or whether it's just a general match highlight, because obviously we stopped to sort the substitutions out. Thompson lofts it over the top for Samuels. He's in behind. He's missed by quite a considerable margin, but he was offside anyway. And at 3-1, we're looking very, very good. The changes have been made. Poku with the corner, swings it into Hudlin, and he heads it back across goal. I don't know if he was going for goal or looking for Fletcher there, but either way, it has gone out of play for a goal kick. And the minutes tick away. Quadruple is on the verge with a quintuple possible. Muller couldn't quite get onto possession there, and it's a poor pass from Inverness, and Cian Breckin finds O'Toole on the left-hand side, and he scores his 11th of the season. He's not seen a lot of game time recently either. Of course, he, Ward and Osman all leaving in the summer. We just couldn't renew their contracts. We've really struggled to renew the contracts of the Republic of Ireland players. I don't understand why. Grant's still not signed a new contract. I want to, but he's still not signed one, and he says that he can't sign one because any deal won't go beyond his current one. But we did manage to extend Keeley's. So, I mean, again, if Yanyi in a cup final, what a moment for him as the backup goalkeeper. So we did manage to do Keeley, but like I say, I don't know what's happened with the other lads. As Poku strikes a free kick there, quite a way over. 4-1, job is definitely done. Into the end of added time, and it is our 4th trophy lift of the season. This is an historic campaign for Crusaders, and what more can I say? We have definitely built a phenomenal squad here, and if nothing else, we can look forward to a European campaign next year should the right job not necessarily come up in Republic of Ireland. It could also be that we start off a campaign with Crusaders and then move on, but we'll see what happens. But this is a great result once again. Another trophy on the board, and we are making waves, not only as a manager, but as a football club. We are making some serious indents into the confidence of some of these bigger clubs. Quadruple complete. A 5th trophy is possible. We've got a semi-final against Coleraine next, but of course, that will be off camera. So you may have a cup final once again to come in tomorrow's episode, but you may also have a new season beginning. There it is. There's the confirmation. First Northern Irish side ever to win the trophy, as far as I'm aware. And Fletcher with a brace. I was just saying how difficult he's found scoring in recent weeks, but look at him go, scoring a brace in the cup final. Excellent, excellent stuff. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time when we could also confirm an invincible domestic season, of course. We'll see how things go. And this is Big Will signing away.